reasons. I'm your father.
I am resident of Colorado for YouTube. Joel Sins. That's my buddy Patrick McCray. That's my buddy Gallant. We are here to continue our Star Wars movie review with Return of the Jedi. So this one's directed by Richard Marquand, screenplay by Lawrence Kasdan, and George Lucas, story by George Lucas, and produced by Howard Kazajian. Let's see, cinematographer is Alan Hume. Music by John Williams, obviously. So release date, May 25th, 1983. Budget, 3,205-42-7 million. Box office, 482 million. So guys, Return to the Jedi. What do you guys think of the plot of this movie following Empire Strikes Back?
Okay, go ahead.
It's a remake. It didn't dawn on me until I talked to wiser filmgoers, a little older than I was, long after I'd seen the film. But they kind of ticked through a lot of the things, and I realized, it's kind of a remake. But it's a remake of something I liked, and so it's kind of like going back to the fridge, and there's a Coke that's been in there maybe 5 or 6 hours, and it's got just enough of its fizz that it's refreshing and drinkable.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few more hours, maybe not, but you got it just at the right point. And in some ways better because it's a little sweeter seemingly, and it's a little colder seemingly. So I liked it. I liked it even more when I was a kid because I was 12 at this point.
This movie has kid selling points built into it. There's no doubt.
I was just young enough to privately find the Ewoks kind of cute.
Yeah, and the Ewoks were put in there for that reason.
That's
they were
right.
put in there for you.
Yeah,
and anybody else that was your age, at that time.
Kids a little younger. Yeah. I was right at the end of that where I wasn't gonna get an Ewok toy or something.
Right.
But I was certainly down with the presence of the Ewoks. Mm-hmm. Later, the whole thing seems a little, come on, but it's
little kick-ass critters.
Well, when the two trees go in and just crush the walker, I think, what are they making this thing out of?
Cardboard.
I mean, you couldn't do that, but you do that to a Sherman tank. Sherman tank's gonna laugh at you if it could.
Yeah.
But I liked. I thought it was very well modulated at moving. I think it did a better job than Empire at moving between the stories.
Yes,
but it did okay enough at mixing the characters around. So there was some time on the forest, on Endor, where Luke was there, and I liked that. I mean, it would have been even more satisfying if somehow Han Solo had found himself back up on the Death Star.
Yeah,
to really kind of bring everything. But it also, this time having Luke on his own felt good because I really like the portrayal of Luke in this. And when I see the portrayal of Luke in this, I really understand the sense of loss that Star Wars fans had with The Last Jedi because they wanted to see a continuation of that guy.
Right. But this Luke is harder. He's more experienced. He's world weary.
He's very confident.
Yes, but he's also that because he's finally been given as his master dies, he's given full permission to be a Jedi.
Yeah, and I like that. I mean, it's like, this is the guy he was supposed to be. Oh no, all the stuff he went through in Empire Strikes Back makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I like this guy. Yeah. He's confident. He is the hero. He has truly graduated to that point.
I think Lucas's role in this screenplay was making sure those threads were unbroken, that they were,
Yeah.
But because I mean, I think there were people at the time that went, "What's going on? What's happening? They've killed Han. What's blah? All of this sort of thing going on."
So I like all of that. And the fact that I think it's for all my criticism of the little furry guys and so on and so forth, it balances the
the
stuff
dark stuff.
up on the space station.
Yes.
And that balances the other stuff. And Kasdan is really good at pacing and modulation. And I offer his exhibit A through Z, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a brilliantly balanced movie. It gives you just enough time to catch your breath before it moves on to something else. And I've never seen a film handle that challenge more beautifully than Raiders. But he was hot off Raiders when he wrote this, and
Right.
those reflexes were really, really strong. So
they wrote. I know in Raiders, one of the things I thought was genius is how many moving close-ups they put in of Harrison Ford,
Yes.
so that you, the audience, were reacting the same way he was.
That's right.
You know,
I think that the hidden masterstroke in the writing of this movie is how the dialogic scenes between Palpatine and Luke go. Because once you get to a certain point in the movie, it's a long stretch. It's just two-handers between these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I don't get bored. I'm interested. And there is a genuine suspense, a sense of suspense on, Palpatine's making some good points.
Yeah.
He's ugly as sin, but it's a pretty nice space station you're building here, Palpy. She, if I can call you that. This is you got a hot granddaughter.
Hey.
You got a hot granddaughter coming up. You. So I liked all of that, and I liked having a buck stops here bad guy.
Yeah,
I liked that. Okay, here's Blofeld. Now we've got him. It doesn't go any further than this.
No, and he is so manipulative that every time it takes a turn, you know that he's already planned for it to happen until the very end, which he does not plan for it to happen.
But I think that's hubris.
Yes, he's arrogant. He's incredibly arrogant, and Luke says so. Luke tells him that they're both being incredibly arrogant. If you think it's just all going to happen the way you want it to happen.
There's a funny story about Ian McDiarmid making this movie where the motor for the chair didn't work, and so he had to use his feet to move the chair. Every time you see the chair moving, if the camera just gone down a little bit, you would have seen his feet going like that. I would have kept that in the movie. I would have dark shadows it, and you would have seen it.
And then Luke's reaction to it, like he's going, "You're the ultimate emperor."
Luke said, "I'm sorry, Emperor, and I mean that. You're a great guy. Are you doing that with your feet? You're not even using the force. You're just doing that with your feet." The motor's broken. Okay, but you're not using the force. Listen, there's only so many force nuggets I have. I only have so many tokens, like an AI.
I'm saving up the lightning bolts in my hands.
You wait till you see what I do with these. But if I waste it on the chair, I mean, it's like, cool, you move the chair. But I can also just do it with my feet. Look at this. But what I can't do with my feet is shoot lightning out of it.
That's right.
Division of labor, my lad.
That's right. And wait till you see me in pieces in a few years.
Yeah.
Really like that movie. I'm sorry, but I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. Anyway, but neither here nor there.
Well, I think what he doesn't count on is the Ewoks. I mean, because
no one expects the Ewoks.
They're cute, they're furry, they're cannibalistic. I mean, hey.
They're also extremely sly and underhanded.
Yes,
they put these traps for people,
So which ethnic group is Lucas slurring with the Ewoks? Because he loves to slur an ethnic group.
I don't know if it's an ethnic group. I think it might be small, just little people.
Honestly, I feel like this is like a furry version of the Sawyer family, just not wearing the skin. I mean, they're eating. They cook their own kind. They put their own kind in a trap. That's one of that's an Ewok that Chewbacca is looking at when he's looking at the trap.
Yes.
And then they got Han Solo and Luke Skywalker hanging upside down, ready to cook and eat their ass.
That's not cannibalism, though.
That is cannibalism.
No.
It's interspecies. Yeah.
Cannibalism has to be the same species.
Yeah.
Well, they did eat one of their own.
Well, that's cannibalism.
That's cannibalism.
Eating Han is not. I mean, he's a bad credit risk, but maybe he's well marbled.
I suspect they ate one of their own as punishment for not being threatening enough with his little tiny punji stick.
Yeah,
Because they seem to all have their little tiny punji sticks.
I miss in the new Lucas version. I hate all the new music. I miss the original. I miss the original Ewok song that jump jump.
Yeah. I saw the version. I saw the changed version where they also changed Anakin.
Yeah. I feel bad for Sebastian Shaw in that. Let him be old.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, now, okay, here's the thing, and this is where the Lucas criticism comes in and is legit. I know there's a lot of Kathleen Kennedy's so awful that it's suddenly like, George, welcome home.
Yeah, really. At least you're saying some things.
I'll drink those midichlorians all day and night.
Yeah.
But the thing that would have made that, bringing what's his face, Harlan Sanders. What was his name?
Harlan Sanders. Yeah.
What was the kid's name who played it? Hayden Rourke.
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Rourke back as
Dr. Bellows. Force Ghost.
Why is there a pink elephant in the throne room? But bring Hayden Rourke back, and what should occur? But seriously, you bring Hayden Christensen back,
yeah,
and then you bring Chucky McSwoon. What was it? The Ian McFly. What was his name? Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor. You bring Ewan McGregor as the young Obi-Wan,
right?
And then
do it consistently.
Younger sculpt of Yoda.
Yeah.
And then it makes all the fucking sense in the world.
Right. Yeah. If they're going to be consistent about it, but they just plugged in the new Anakin and did away with the rest of it.
And that just felt cheap.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Well, it was.
I mean, I like this movie. Don't get me wrong, but the renovations.
I would have liked the renovation had they put Ewan McGregor in there.
Yeah.
And because it just would have made sense.
Yeah.
And it would have been fair across the board. And I hate that word fair, and I just used it.
Yeah. Well,
rational. I just balanced.
Yeah, balanced, consistent, whatever.
But or when Anakin comes on and Obi-Wan and Yoda just kind of look at him, take a step to the side. Just okay, we're here. Yep. We're not at that point yet where we're really like gonna hug, but you can stand with us for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't rewatch the version where they put the Force Ghost of Anakin. I watched the original version where it's just you don't see any Force Ghosts at the end.
No, you do. You see Sebastian Shaw.
No, at the original Return of the Jedi.
Yes, you do.
You
see Sebastian Shaw?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It was really nice. I really liked that.
Yeah.
Like, fool, here's his dad.
See him whole. You see him completely whole again. The original cut had Sebastian Shaw and Yoda and
it felt right. There was just something that felt right about that older man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like when they removed Darth Vader's mask, like you see Prowse, right? You see you see
Sebastian Shaw.
Sebastian Shaw.
Yeah.
But so you see the old man, and he's like, because he wants to see Luke through his eyes.
And he is an old man. He's nearly 80 years old. Sebastian Shaw, when he does the role, he's 78 years old. So he was born in 1905.
Wow. Wow. What else about Sebastian Shaw? What do we not know?
I don't know much about him at all. No.
Now did I talk about this on Star Wars, or was it like in the pre-discussion about my thoughts on who they should have cast?
No, you didn't talk about that on.
Okay, well, I'll be happy to say it. They should have cast James Jones.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why Luke couldn't be biracial.
No, and it wouldn't even have to be commented on.
Yeah, no, of course not. Of course not. And it wouldn't have been. If you're black. No.
No.
It's like it wouldn't have been commented on at all. Your fans would have, and that's when you introduce them to phenotypes and you learn these things.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that would have been a nice thing to do for James Earl Jones.
Yes.
And a respectful thing to do for the fans. And the fact is, James Earl Jones is the best goddamn doctor they have.
Right.
Let him do his job.
Yeah. Yep.
I got feelings.
Yeah. About that for
Yeah.
sure. I do too, actually. I mean, I always loved, Vader's essence is really in Jones. Even though he's only voicing it, it's
And here's the other thing. James Earl Jones, even though they were not enormous, nevertheless had such luminous, sparkling eyes
mm-hmm.
and such tender, incredibly tender eyes.
Expressive, very expressive.
And to have him in that moment, just I think would have been movie magic.
Yeah, and one of the best ways you can sort of see his eyes when you're watching Field of Dreams, he's giving a speech, "They'll come, Ray," and he's talking to Kevin Costner's character about how everyone's going to come and pay tickets to see baseball. They won't even know why and all that.
Very few actors are as good at authentically communicating love as James Earl Jones. I mean, there's just when he goes there is a purity to it that you don't challenge.
Yeah.
So
he does. I think he does that the best in Field of Dreams too, because he starts out being completely cynical about everything. He's a warrior of the '60s, and he came out of it very cynical. And so when he finally, it's like first of all, it's the surprise when he finally realizes that he's experiencing the same thing that Kinsella is experiencing. He sees the scoreboard change. And he sees Moonlight Graham's name up there, and then he lets it. I don't know if I can deal with this. And then as soon as he turns the bus around, he's standing in the middle of the road, and he's looking at him. And then he gets in. I don't know what I am doing, and he goes through that phase, and then he goes, and the love really hits when he's with the research librarian who is of the newspaper. The newspaper woman, and they're reading about Moonlight Graham, and she says, "I wrote that," and he looks at her and he says, "You're a good writer," and that's when it starts.
A good movie.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that since it was in theaters. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and she tells him, "So are you."
Yeah, it does.
Although Lucas's first choice to direct this movie was Steven Spielberg, there's separate feuds with the Directors Guild of America, led to Spielberg being banned from directing the film. Lucas approached David Lynch, who had recently been nominated for the Academy Award for Best Director for The Elephant Man.
That's true.
Lynch declined, believing that Lucas should direct the film himself.
He understood that the property belonged to George Lucas, and that he would be so different.
Yeah, and George would make him miserable by just writing a roughshod over.
Yeah, and he'd make George miserable too.
Yeah,
I mean, it would have been
and so I think it was probably a very good, respectful conversation.
Yes.
Now, in that version, Han Solo was very much going to die.
Yes.
The movie.
Yeah.
And David Lynch could have handled that.
Lucas offered David Cronenberg the chance to direct, but he turned down the offer as he preferred to direct films he had written himself.
Yes.
Lucas also considered Lamont Johnson.
Didn't Cronenberg also write a lot of music to his own films?
I think so.
I think he wrote some of the music to his own films too. So I mean, he was control. Yeah, can you imagine?
Well, go to work with the Salkinds, making Santa Claus
the Wookiees would have like 80 legs.
Well, the Sarlacc would have been terrifying.
Yes, and the Rancor would have eaten everyone.
Yeah, I mean, he would have handled that. Now that's an interesting experiment. Take the three acts of the movie, two of which kind of happen simultaneously, and you have different directors handle each one, but very cleanly, unlike Casino Royale, very much on purpose.
Like a second unit director that's really in tune with what's going on.
Yeah, or kind of just a purposeful anthology. Well, all anthologies purposely accidental anthology, except for Casino Royale, which sort of is.
Yes.
But that's kind of a fun idea. I have to say, I probably the purest Star Wars pleasure that I have. One of them is right up there with all the stuff about escaping the Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
Is all the stuff on the sail barge, just the gang together,
Mm-hmm.
having fun, kicking ass. And
Yep.
when Luke gives that, as a kid, having waited 3 years, now a fourth of my life, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
for the damn thing to come out, and it did. And seeing Luke give the nod to
Mm-hmm.
R2, kind of, and that
Yeah.
it pops out, and just the shot of Luke grabbing that lightsaber and turning it on is a very samurai looking move.
Yes.
And I'm transported.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yeah, because the first time you see the movie, you're going, is this old Luke who's just trying to bluff his way through this and he's not going to be able to, deliver? Or,
Oh, that's what a Jedi does.
yeah, exactly.
That's what a Jedi does. All
Yeah.
right. And the black is a good choice.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I mean, this is a very moody Luke in a lot of ways until there's a lift. But he's very moody. He's very dark, and you don't know how the dark side is going to actually affect him when he's in that close proximity to it.
It's true. And at the same time, from the very beginning, when he's offering the droids up, and they're like, huh, what? I know I'm in the middle of a scam.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the first inkling that this is a scam.
Yeah.
This is a hell of a scam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Alan Webb was originally cast as the Emperor, but dropped out due to illness. Lindsay Anderson was offered the role, but turned it down due to scheduling conflicts. But so Ben Kingsley and David Showett were also considered.
Suchet.
David Suchet was on the part.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been really interesting.
Yeah, but these are RSC guys. These are hardcore guys.
Well, so was McDermott, though.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Alan Rickman auditioned for the role of Moff Gideon, but Michael Pennington was cast instead.
Well, Michael Pennington I know Michael Pennington because I read his book on Chekhov and playing Chekhov when I was putting together my one-man show.
Who is he in the movie? I mean, don't mention his character name because I don't know who that is. Who is he? Like, tell me who his character is.
Yeah. Let's see.
The thing I love, while you're looking this up, the thing I hear. Oh, what did you find?
You find all sorts of fun things. I mean, I don't know how I ever lived without Google. It's, but I was 48 years old before I had a smartphone. So I must have done something. Okay, let's see. Sebastian Shaw. Oh, there's a nice young picture of Sebastian Shaw there. That's kind of cool. Alec Guinness, of course, appears briefly. Michael Pennington, Moff Gideon. Let's see what he looks like. Hold on.
What's the name? Come on.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna bring up a picture of the character.
Okay. Because as you're looking this up, I got to say,
yeah,
two favorite characters this time around are the two drag queens who are hanging around Palpatine in the throne room.
He's the guy that is watching. He's the guy that's commanding the Death Star when it gets blown up again.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's Michael Pennington.
That guy. All right. Yeah. So back to drag queens.
Also an RSC guy.
Yeah. Speaking of which, back to these drag queens. I got a good RSC story about Derek Jacobi's ass.
Okay.
I'll tell you at some point. It's a true story.
Uh-huh.
They're doing much ado about nothing. And he's playing Benedict. And apparently he dragged the entire Royal Shakespeare Company of London and Stratford, both branches, to a halt. All production to a halt to solve one problem. And that is he felt that his costume, and this just ground all to a halt as Benedict made his ass look big.
That is
True story. absolutely God's honest true story.
That's a Queen story for
I
you right
love it.
there. That's great.
But yeah, the two weirdos who are like his pals. It's like, so I thought you'd like to see the new throne room, guys. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like it? You like it? This plays Nintendo. We got Mario Kart on it. Let's all get down and then try it. Then we'll put it on the big view screen here. It's gonna be fun. Oh, Vader's here. We have to act.
It's a trap.
Act normal, guys. All right, young Jedi, you got out of the level up attempt. But who are they?
Yeah.
I'm sure because everything in the Lucas universe, far more than anything in Star Trek, everything is accounted for.
Yeah, and it probably has had many meetings about.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
What are we doing? Okay, what are we? Why?
Bring in Steve Santweet. I want an answer.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm sure there's people out there who are going, "Oh, come on, everybody knows it." You know, those guys. Those are the Star Wars guys. But now the Trek guys are that's and when they get that way, I call it Trekolepsy.
Trekolepsy, right?
But he been up war for that time. Yeah.
So Marquand initially wanted a famous actor such as Laurence Olivier or John Gilliland to play the unmasked Vader. But Lucas
my dear boy.
But Lucas was concerned that such an actor would be distracting for audiences. Ken Baker was cast as Wiki, the Ewok, but he fell ill with food poisoning on the day of the shoot. He was replaced by Warwick Davis.
Right. The thing is, they were going to make him do double duty because he was already doing R2D2.
Mm-hmm. And he wanted to be in the gold bikini.
Yes.
Why can't
and I'm sure that she would have said, "Yeah, go for it."
Yeah, she was not happy with that costume. No, even though she looked great in it.
She looked fabulous in it. But I'm just really glad that she got to be the one to strangle Jabba because
and that redeems the costume.
That's right. Because it gives her a reason. It's like
she's a supreme agency there. What happened to Salacious Crumb? That's his little pal.
Oh, that
guy.
That guy. I kept thinking that he got stomped somehow, but he never did.
You know who that guy is? That's Spider from Goodfellas. Grown up a little bit, his foot healed, and he learned well that when Joe Pesci laughs, you laugh with him.
Yeah, that's right.
After taking a couple bullets, oh my God. Just wrong. So, guys, what's some of your favorite scenes in this movie? Alan, you go first.
Well, obviously, the showdown. With the chair that's broken, that's perfect. But the showdown is huge, and the reveal that there's just enough of, the light in Vader. There's still enough of Anakin in Vader to save the day. So that's ultimately my favorite scene in the movie. Although there's a lot of fun stuff in this movie. I mean, the action sequences with those sleds, those hover sleds, are just like nuts.
Yeah,
they're really cool. Really like that stuff, and I do like the Ewoks because, as you said, they form a balance to all that dark stuff. They do a really good job with that. Except the one thing I thought, there was one explosion where the two Ewoks got knocked down, and one Ewok pops right back up, and the other one doesn't move, and he starts. I thought the first time I saw the movie, I thought that Ewok was dead, but he's not. He moves a little bit just at the tail end of it. It's just one of those little things. It's like we're not killing one of these little guys. So.
I don't know if I would have made that choice. I think
well, they did. And I think they made it because of kids.
Yeah. But there's such a balance. I think kids, listen, if kids can take Disney killing their parents over and over and over again.
Oh, well, of course. But I mean, it was a different time.
It was a different. No, I accept that. I'm just saying, kids aren't made of glass.
Kids are not made out of glass. No, they're not. Absolutely not. I mean, I taught middle schoolers. I know the little fuckers.
Oh man, 6th grade.
Yeah. 5th grade.
Oh, gosh. Wow. And I was a hellion.
I taught 2nd graders and 1st graders and pre-K, and they were much easier to deal with.
Really?
Much easier to deal with, and they were hard. They took a lot of energy every day. I did that for 2 years, but then in the afternoons I taught middle schoolers, and they were just damn near impossible.
I genuinely feel for you. There's a special place in heaven for those very special teachers who just reach them.
And they do that all the time. Now I could reach some of the kids, but as a group, they were a mob a lot of times. If they got onto something, that day's class was done. You were not going to get anything done.
Yeah.
But there were some good kids there. But as a group, when they got the group weirdness that middle schoolers get, and it's sort of psychological violence that they like to prey upon, and it's tough. And I have all respect for people that do that for for years. I can't imagine. As much as I might like the individual kids, the groups sometimes would really exhaust you.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's why the little Ewok kind of twitches and doesn't die as I thought he did, is because that's probably the suits probably said, well, if we're going to, Kenner's going to be mad if we kill an Ewok, and the kids are going to cry every time they look at one in a blister pack. So we're not going to, kind of not.
But you know what? Yeah, just this is what if I had been director, I would have said, do you know how engaged those kids are going to be for the rest of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Ewoks kick ass.
Yeah.
They are going to be glued to the screen. They're going to have some skin in the game with that.
Yeah. Well, I think they figured, he got injured, so maybe that's enough. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed those scenes as well. I had more, and I remember the first time I saw this movie too. I was 23. I had way more investment in was Luke going to, fall prey to the dark side and all this.
And so I think the fact that Empire Strikes Back took no prisoners and was willing to take a lot of chances, made the unpredictability of this movie a palpable thing.
Yes.
And culturally, something else had happened in between between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi that I think on some weird level helped the sense of stakes and the sense of uncertainty of this movie, and that's Wrath of Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Wrath of Khan come out,
and
the gloves were off. For genre characters.
Yeah. In society, Reagan had been elected president.
Mm-hmm.
And that there was a peak in the Cold War that finally went down, but that Cold War peaked during Reagan's first administration.
Mm-hmm.
So there was all that going on. We talk about the empire and all that.
And yet Reagan had been shot, the Pope had been shot.
Yeah.
And that still kept alive this notion that there is real danger out there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
But some of my favorite scenes are the desert scenes. Those scenes.
You like that scenery, man?
Yeah, I love it.
Good. It is good desert scenery.
It is good scenery.
Thanks to Tunisia.
Yeah. Love the Ewoks. They're awesome characters. I think when I watched this as a kid, I was prepared for because when the Ewok died, by the time I watched this, I had watched movies like All Dogs Go to Heaven, Ricky Tikki Taffy, that were very death animated, sort of hand-drawn animated movies.
Sure.
So I was sort of ready for an Ewok to be killed. But that was me. I watched horror. So.
Well, I'm sure if you look closely enough, during some of the explosions, they've got to be some of them that got killed, but it just happens really fast. So
really, really amazing character. So I do love the line where Han Solo is like, "I love you," and I know.
Yeah, it's a wonderful callback. Yeah,
it is
because it's the scene too. There's two stormtroopers right there. She's got the gun.
Han Solo also has
She always has the gun when it counts, man. She
That's right.
always has the gun when it counts.
he has a really nice moment in this where he and Leia are kind of bickering, and he stops and apologizes.
Mhm.
And that it may not seem like much, but I really for his character
Yeah.
and for smart ass characters like that, I had never seen a character like that do something like that.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Scale 1 to 10, you guys give the movie.
This is a 10 plus. For me.
Yeah, I do. I was very satisfied by this movie.
Yes. And it also makes, if you view them close together like we have, it also makes Empire Strikes Back better.
It does. It does. It's like watching, and if you watch them just back to back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I see it now. Yeah. The thread is not broken after all, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's much better. Still flawed, but it's much better in that kind of viewing.
I give this movie a 12 because to compare this movie to a series that basically had movies in it, DS9. To me, when I look at the final 3 seasons of DS9, the season 7 is Return of the Jedi in a lot of ways.
Yeah. That seventh season. I forget how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
And Babylon 5 is a very good show, Jewel. I'm really on you to watch it. I think you would love it. I think you would absolutely love it. You got your reasons. I know they are, but and I would skip really the first 2 seasons. Just jump into season 3. You're fine. Once for first 2 seasons later, it does set up stuff, but you can catch up.
Yeah.
But man, that season 7 of DS9, every episode is just sublime. Every episode of that just makes me feel like I hate the Bill and Ted, we're not worthy, but it feels like better TV than we deserve. It really does. It's just God, Jesus, it's golden.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek's best moments, I think by far.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell of a series. So by the way, I own the complete series on DVD. Well, maybe we'll go through that by episode 1 day.
That's a lot. I would be down with going through season 7, certainly.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, season 7's awesome. But yeah, this has been. You guys, sorry, is there anything you guys got to add before we go?
No, we're going next year.
Great.
Well, tomorrow.
It's nice to go through the trilogy. So.
Well, tomorrow we're going to do Star Wars: The Holiday Special.
So, I want to do it, but I have to bow out tomorrow night. Unfortunately, I've got my nephew's coming into town, and I've got to spend some time with him.
That's okay. All right.
But you guys want to? Yeah, I'd love to do it, but if you guys do it, that's fine, and then we'll get back to the regular movies.
An old Wookiee watches pornography in front of his grandson. That's what happens in this.
Yes. No, wait a second.
Just watch.
Wait a second. Alan, we're not doing this without you, dude.
Okay.
When are you available?
Saturday?
Yeah, I'm available on Friday night.
Okay. Well, Friday we're doing Jason X, but what?
Saturday then? Yeah, absolutely.
Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll continue our Star Wars stuff Saturday.
Okay. Cool. With the Star Wars special. All right.
Yes, with the Star
Wars. God.
Joel, let me ask you something.
Sure.
Have you seen Battle Beyond Stars?
I'm not
sure. We reviewed it here, didn't we?
I think we reviewed. I'm not sure.
I thought we reviewed Star Crash.
We reviewed Star Crash. I'm not sure about Battle Beyond the Stars.
Maybe not.
I don't think we did. I think your thing is Star Crash. They're very similar in some ways.
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Jewel, I will make a suggestion if you want for tomorrow night. Let's you and I talk about Battle Beyond the Stars. It's John Sayles, huge writer.
Mm-hmm. Love his work in Lone Star.
Roger Corman. You got George Papard. You got Robert Vaughn. You got Sybil Danning. You've got Sybil Danning and Richard.
You got
Thomas.
Sybil Danning, and again you have Sybil Danning.
You got Richard Thomas,
who's also in Star Crash, is she not?
Yes.
That's why I'm confusing the two.
Danning? I don't think he's in Star Crash.
That's got Christopher Plummer in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did that, but I don't think
We didn't do Battle. You're right. We didn't do Battle.
It's James Horner's first major score, and it's set design by James Cameron.
Ooh,
awesome!
George Papard, yes. Okay, it's on Tubi for free. So yeah, let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's Magnificent Seven.
Okay,
which means
in space.
It's also the Seven Samurai, and it's got Robert Vaughn, who was in Magnificent Seven.
Yes,
cool.
And Sybil Danning, who of course was in the Seven Samurai. No,
no. Star Crash. We've done a lot of different signs. That's the thing. Like sometimes it runs together.
It does.
But so we'll do Battle Beyond the Stars tomorrow. Me and Patrick will.
The fun movie.
So, but Friday, Jason X, which has no plot, but it's okay. You guys, I think, will enjoy it. Star Wars: A Holiday Special Saturday night, and then we'll do Phantom Menace Sunday night.
And I'll say this, Jewel, just real fast. Battle Beyond the Stars was very much Roger Corman's answer to Star Wars. So just like Austin Powers and all of that, we kind of peppered that stuff in with Bond. This is an appropriate movie to pepper in with
Star Wars
movies.
Yeah.
Well, when we review it, I'll put it in. I will put it in our playlist because I created a playlist.
Oh, cool!
So right. For the Star Wars, but I'll put this movie in with it tomorrow after we record it. After we record the review. So, guys, I want to thank you, Alan. Have fun with your family member tomorrow. Be safe, guys. Patrick, I'll see you tomorrow night. Link to Patrick McCray's Dark Shadows Daybook Unbound is going to be in the description box. Link to Alan Gallant TT Channel Collins Port After Dark will be in the description box. Have a safe night, guys.
Take care.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.